This to Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, and double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, Bashem Rakak. My name is Yakaba from Plaintables Camp of Philly. This is first scripture, Ecclesiasticus 12 and 10. Never trust thine enemy, for like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness. All right. Whenever you speak to, let's say, law enforcement as an example, don't ever think he has your best interest at hand. The purpose of making contact, that's why you should never talk to police. There'll be certain situations where you can say something to, let's say, dismiss the curiosity that a crime is being committed. But you have to judge for yourself. Most of the time, they're trying to fish to find some way to put a charge on you or to take you off the street. This is why you keep communication with law enforcement to a minimal. All right, especially incriminating information, which you didn't commit a crime, but they can use it as cause to further investigate you and maybe place you in handcuffs or question people around you and yourself. All right, Esau, Edom does not have. It doesn't matter if they're Israelites officers that come at you, whatever, or whatever organization that's questioning you or asking for information that could potentially land you in prison. All right, never trust thine enemy, for like as iron, or up with thieves and charges or whatever. Like let's say you get pulled over for a DUI. Well, he suspects you of being under the influence of some type of a drug or alcohol. It may be in your best interest to take the field sobriety test, or maybe in interest to refuse it because you believe your constitutional rights are being violated. All right. Either way, you got to make that decision at the time. All right. If you refuse, they're going to arrest you and suspend your license, and then you have to just fight it. All right. Never trust thine enemy, for like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness. Though he humble himself, police they say act like they're your friend, smile, say, hey, wait, how you doing? Where are you on your way to? You keep. It's not always best to just talk to these police officers and say, well, if I talk to them, and this is a lot of our mistakes that we make. Well, if I just talk to him and comply with what he's saying, you can non-violently resist. All right, don't ever try to resist. Being handcuffed or don't run from the police. But you can non-violently resist law enforcement. All right. Though he humble himself and go crouching, yet take good heed and beware of him, and thou shalt be unto him as if thou hast wiped a looking glass, and thou shalt know that his rust hath not been altogether wiped away. Like one tactic is, just unlock your phone and you won't go to jail. Well, dude, you think I'm gonna fall for that bullshit? Just unlock your phone. All I want to know is this. All right, guys, let's just calm down. Let's tell him what he wants to know. I wasn't born fucking yesterday. All right, you got to be smarter than that. But some guys, hope none of you brothers will actually believe a law enforcement agent says, all I want to know is this. Well, somebody's going to look. Don't comply to those fucking threats of the damn devil. All right, if you got to go to jail, go to jail. It's not the end of the damn world. All right, don't be running your mouth about everything you ever did and things your brother was doing or might have been doing because you got some damn handcuffs put on you. All right. Esau is not your friend. He's not questioning you to get you to go home. All right. You look at the damn Central Park 5. Just watch that. I couldn't even watch the whole damn thing. I had to watch clips and interviews of other people. The old movie from when they first did the documentary. I think they redid it, like a dramatized it, a reenactment or something like that recently. But when you watch the old one, they basically those young boys were just duped. They were deceived by Satan. Well, just tell me who did it. Who did it? You know, you got to be smarter than that. You don't talk to police. All right. It's not about kissing this motherfucker's ass so you can go home. All right. Get out of that damn spirit. It's not going to work all the damn time. All right. I don't do that. You do what you think is right at the time, but I don't do it. I don't be answering motherfuckers' questions just because they ask me. All right. Where we at? There is no head. There is no head above the head of a serpent, and there is no wrath above the wrath of an enemy. All right, man. Do I gotta elaborate on what the hell that mean? This is Genesis 3:1. Esau, Edom's the devil. He's the enemy. All right. His job is to put charges on you, especially the ones that are profiling you. All right, not every officer is profiling you, but you got to beware of all of them because they all got that damn uniform on. All right. Now the serpent was more subtle than any beast of the field which Yahweh Elohim had made, and he said unto the woman, hath the power said, ye shall not eat of every tree of the garden? And the woman said unto the serpent, we may eat of the fruit of the trees of the garden. All right. But of the fruit of the tree which is in the midst of the garden, the power hath said, ye shall not eat of it, neither shall ye touch it, lest ye die. So she repeated it back with the instruction that she received in Adam. And the serpent said unto the woman, ye shall not surely die. So he just lied. So then he bends the truth. This is what you're dealing with. So how do you fight against this certain forms of questioning and subtle deception? All right. You use subtlety. All right. Subtlety. You use your words. You calculate what you're going to say before you say it when you speak to these devils. All right. Just it's nobody's business. It's nobody's business where you were coming from or where you're going. You can make up some bullshit. All right. Be smart, prudent, acting with or showing care and thought for the future. Okay. So by you unlocking your phone just so you can go home, by you saying something that your brother did or didn't do or thought he was going to do, you're taking care for your own future. You're trying to save your own ass. Don't just think about yourself. Think about your brother. All right. Your brother's your flesh, not fucking law enforcement. All right. Acting with or showing care and thought for the future. So, like, what did Yahweh say? He that seek to save his life shall lose it, but he that loses life for my name's sake, roughly paraphrasing, shall save it. So she's going to be saved. So think about the unit. Don't think about yourself when you confront it with jail time or being arrested. It ain't the end of the world because you got arrested or put in handcuffs. All right, you got to grow the hell up and stop being don't be weak when you meet difficult situations. Acting with or showing care and thought for the future, not just for yourself. Because Esau, it cannot be trusted. So you use your words, okay? You make up some bullshit. You lead him in a damn circular fucking argument. Lead him in circles. All right? And it's going to get to a point where you got to remain silent. And if you got to go to jail, look, guess what? Then you got to go to jail. All right? Scriptures didn't, Ezra didn't write this for nothing. Well, Sirach, I believe the brother's name was Yahweh Shai. It tells you in the prologue. Just go to the first chapter for the author. All right. So you got to be subtle. You got to be prudent, shrewd, sharp powers of judgment. All right. When to expand, when to contract. All right. Using your words. All right. Already taking into account your actions, the past, what was seen, what was impossible to have been seen or heard. All right. And you use your words eloquently to talk to these devils. All right. Hey, but look, all the prophets they were locked up. They were in jail. Well, most of them anyway. Yeah, many of them were in situations where they had to encounter the authorities, and it didn't go always their way because they complied with the people that were trying to either put them to death or arrest them. All right. Just because you were Israelite and you in the faith don't mean everything gonna go smooth for you every single time you encounter opposition. Sometimes things are gonna go bad. Sometimes things are gonna go real bad. Where we at? This is Satan, the devil. Isaiah 14:6. He who smote the people in wrath with a continual stroke, he that ruled the nations in anger, is persecuted and none hindereth. All right. So look, Esau's power is not going to be forever. All right. Esau's power is for a moment, and then he's going to be taken out of the way. All right. Yahushua gave him the power. He gave him the power to be subtile. Or what you do is you be subtile back. All right. You be subtile back. Use your words. All right. Stick together. We operate as a unit. If he splits us apart, you don't have to answer questions. All right. How it look? You three of y'all saying the same thing that, and it's three of y'all saying three different things, right? Three different events that happen because you have different vantage points. Oh, all y'all going to jail. Well, you could have just remained silent. Oh, but you and your weak mind saying, well, if I just talk to him, I can go home. Look up the Central Park 5. You know, you do what you think is right. All right. But look up the Central Park 5 and look how they deceived those boys and those parents. How he destroyed their lives because they just wanted to go along. Go along and get along. All right. I guarantee you it ain't gonna work every time. You keep your talk to law enforcement to a minimal. Need to know only. And really they don't really need to know too much nothing, but you know. Now I have this clip right here. All right, Esau's not your friend. He's the devil. Do not trust these damn officers. All right, I'm here to protect your constitutional rights. All right. Always assume the MF is trying to get over on your ass.
The 9 most terrifying words in the English language are, I'm from the government and I'm here to help. The 9 most terrifying words in the English language are, I'm from the government and I'm here to help. The 9 most terrifying words in the English language are, I'm from the government and I'm here to help.
All right. So when you're approached by law enforcement, you keep it to a minimal. Stick together, try to make it, as organized as possible, which given the situation while they're there, it may not be, completely, cut and dry and clean like that, but, get it together. Just be aware of this and keep it in your mind.
The 9 most terrifying words in the English language are, I'm from the government and I'm here to help.
Always keep that in mind. Here's Mitt Romney. Here's Mitt Romney.
My promise is to help you and your family. My promise is to help you and your family.
There you go. I had one more word. I think I had persecuted. Yeah, we got dioko. And it means to make, run, flee, put to flight, drive away, to mistreat, suffer persecution on account of something. All right. To seek eagerly, endeavor to inquire, because Esau is always trying to ID you, make sure you have any. You just want to check out and make sure you don't have any warrants. Warrants out for your arrest. You ever been arrested for any? You have any grenades or firearms, illegal ammunition? That's what he's trying to figure out. All right, so you make sure you just if possible, scriptures say be at peace with all men. But in the situations that we're going to be out in the streets teaching, it's more than likely going to be contentious why the officer showed up, and you just be as accommodating as possible with giving very little information as possible. All right, and hopefully you won't go to jail. All right, but if you got to go to jail, that don't mean you comply, because once you go to jail, once he says he's taking you to jail, then that's grounds on immediate communication stops. 100% of communication stops. All right, you just get an attorney, get a public defender, gather your evidence. If it's really serious, then you're gonna have to hire an attorney. All right, but if some bullshit that happened on the street, and you're recording everything, which you should be recording everything. You should be able to best them with proper evidence. But do what you think is right, and remember,
the 9 most terrifying words in the English language are, I'm from the government and I'm here to help.